Hey guys, Fox here, going to bring you another 1 versus 1 against Tomitoma and Siberianplatoon. This map will be on Angaville, and it is a beta matchup. I'm going to get this game started right away from the 5-second mark, starting in 3, 2, 1, play. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And Tomitoma, of course, you should know who he is. He is the #1 player on the leaderboards for the US right now, and Siberianplatoon, of course, we all know he is the winner. Congratulations for the Game Replays Beta Tournament. I've seen him play. He is actually in the last shoutcast I did. He plays Panzer Elite very well, beating Charles Darwin in Langres. So here we go. So he's going to start off with the kitten, going straight for the 2 strategic points on the right. That pushes pretty far into his territory, Tomitoma's territory here. Gonna have 2 engineers for the Tomitoma and 1 rifle squad, so nothing too crazy for these players. 2 Panzer Grenadiers out for Siberianplatoon, probably gonna build a second building or actually go cap with that. Now capping the +16 fuel on the right side, and remember here this Siberianplatoon's very aggressive, going straight for Tomitoma's cutoff point. If he captures this cuts him off from the left side of the map. Of course, it's not going to cut him off from anything at the moment because there is absolutely nothing capped yet. So here, trying to capture that strategic point, but wisely backs off into the green cover, forcing Tomitoma to go back. May go for the right, or actually going to go for a push with all his units here. 2 Panzer Grenadier squads, 2 engineers, and a rifle squad all gonna face each other. He does have the G43 upgrade, I believe that's what it's called. It can suppress a unit if he decides to use that ability. Here may be pushed out. Definitely gonna be pushed out here as he's heavily outnumbered. Gonna force 1 squad to retreat. Second squad's gonna have to retreat very soon there, and Tomitoma's not gonna have to retreat any squads. So he's going to be able to keep all those squads there and manage to cap everything. So a great start for him so far. Even has the Jeep coming out now. That should help support him. Panzer Grenadier squad perhaps had a rally point over here, and it got caught out of position. May force this rifle squad to retreat, but this is not a fight he's going to win, as there's a Jeep here, engineer squad as well, pushing them out of green cover there. Very nice micro, and not even forcing any retreats on these squads. And now all his squads are in full retreat. Has not built any buildings yet. On the right side, smart play and continuing to capitalize on this right side +16 fuel and munitions, including the VP point. Tomitoma now going to counter and may go for the strategic point. He will 1 rifle squad coming out of that building to cut him off from the right side of the map. Panzer Grenadier squad, very low health, facing this Jeep, and takes 2 guys out there, forced to retreat. That Jeep doing its job there, already has 2 kills. Now Panzer Grenadier is going to go for his cutoff point now. Not going to try and defend his. And now this kitten gets caught by the Jeep, going to have to run. Jeep's probably going to chase that down here on the left side. Rifles here to defend, forcing this Panzer Grenadier squad back. However, there's 2 more reinforcing. Jeep in here trying to do as much damage as it can. Kitten may go for this cap as the fighting is going on. Rifles can't do too much. If they want to go for the kitten, then that gives all 3 Panzer Elite Grenadier squads to fire on these rifles. However, they are firing on the Jeep. Force the Jeep to retreat. Wisely retreats that. Going to repair that with his engineer squads on the right side. And now he manages to push him out and cut Tomitoma off, but his own strategic point here on the bottom is cutting him off from the right side. So right now for Tomitoma, he only has +5 fuel income and +0 munitions. I would switch to Panzer Elite, but my computer lags and it has a slight delay, forcing some desynchronizing issues. Unfortunately, here in the middle, 3 Panzer Grenadier squads going to push this Jeep out, finally going to reclaim his own strategic point, as well as Tomitoma going to reclaim his as well, as there's nothing there to encounter there. So now on the right side, he's actually going for his +16 fuel, manages to decap that. So that's going to be very good for him, as Tomitoma has his +2 +16 munitions and a +16 fuel cap, once he reconnects his supply lines. Here on the bottom, chasing down this Ketten that is trying to cap these low points here. Actually, Engineer Squad is capping as well, just happens to see that Ketten. Here on the right side, Rifle Squad, 3 men left, very low health, just finished capping that plus 16 fuel in time as 2 Panzer Grenadiers are moving up. Not much here, perhaps just trying to delay Siberianplatoon from capping and whatnot, as he's just keeping his squad in yellow cover and allowing his Jeep to come down here and do as much damage as possible. Has a damage engine, has to be very careful. Siberianplatoon does hear that, and he is going to go for the Jeep. Engineer Squad's from the north going to try to desperately repair that and save it. However, I don't think that's going to happen. These squads can focus fire the Engineer Squad as they take extra damage while they're repairing building and whatnot. Kills 1 engineer. Jeep is probably going to go down here. Rifles from the south trying to come and help out and do their thing. Oh, takes out the Jeep, and now he is not going to retreat just yet. Probably wants to do as much as he can, make Tomitoma pull his rifles back as far as possible, then retreat. The less time he gets to cap and more travel time, the more power to you. He did build 2 buildings here. I did not notice that. Panzer Jaguar Command. Not sure what's coming out of that yet. Panzer Grenadier forced to come out to retreat. Now the Ketten is also forced to retreat. May go for a counter. Oh yes, he is going for a counter cutoff point. Great play there, as 1 Panzer Grenadier squad can't really fight over here on the right, so might as well do what they can and cut Tomitoma off from the left side, doing a slight delay as there's really nothing to counter at the moment. All his rifle squads are off to the right side. There is one in the base that is reinforcing, and an engineer squad that's building supply yard at the moment. Now all his Panzer Grenadier squads are reinforced except one there, probably going to get reinforced, and there it goes. Here up in the north, he finishes the cutoff and manages to retreat. Rifles now coming in from the north, going to go in green cover. Ketten trying to decap that plus 16 fuel, probably will get it. Panzer Grenadiers coming in from the base now to try and support that Panzer Grenadier squad. That squad up north is trying to hold them off as much as possible to allow these squads to come in and help, as well as we have an armored car out. I saw this play before against Charles Darwin. It worked out pretty well. May follow it up with some mortars later on. Here, taking care of that rifle squad very well, forcing him to retreat, continues to cut him off from that left side. But Tomitoma, as always, gonna cut Siberianplatoon as well, so they're doing very well as countering each other. Here on the right side, needs to be careful of this squad. There he goes, retreats it. Was trying to decap that plus 16 fuel on the left side, so they're like mirroring each other. You decap my cutoff point, I decap yours. You decap my fuel, I decap your fuel. And here, armored car gonna go for the rifle squad here in the south. Rifles do know that is coming, and gonna go in the building to try to keep that armored car there as long as possible, as all these squads in the base are now reinforcing. We have a mortar pool coming out, or already up, and an M8 coming out for the US player. Can the US player? The US player doesn't have much to counter it. I'm not sure how much the armored car would do, how much damage that would do against the armored car, but I don't think it does that much. From what I can remember, I haven't seen Panzer Elite play in a long time. So I know Panzer Elite can get rifle grenades, however I do not know which building is out. We're gonna have to see what how he responds to this car. It is getting double upgrades, extra armor, as well as the MG gunner on top. He now sees the M8. 2 Panzer Grenadier squads forced to retreat here, and now he's going to reclaim his left side of the map. However, the plus 16 fuel is decapped. Plus 16 fuel is decapped, but he still has his 2 munition points. Here, where is all this fighting happening? On the right side here, Tomitoma trying to hold off Siberianplatoon as long as possible. The longer he holds him off, the less resources he gets, as he cannot have any munitions really. He capped the plus 16 fuel for himself and forces Siberianplatoon to come out of there. So now Siberianplatoon is kind of, Tomitoma has him on a little choke here as he's capping most of the map, claiming map control on both sides. Armored car going to come in from the left, knows that rifle squad is there, going to do a little harassment, do as much damage as possible, takes 2 squads out there. M8 is there to help and forcing him to retreat. Panzer Grenadier squad's coming in, but they're not going to do much against an armored car at all. Or a M8, my mistake. M8 armored car. And for the Panzer Grenadier squad, it's called Panzer Elite. It's called armored car. Not much of a name difference there. Almost getting that Ketten here in the south. Right side, gonna try to force the Tomitoma out. Tomitoma's in a great position because he has pretty much full map control, and wherever Siberianplatoon attacks, he holds him off here. And the right side, this is not going very well. May lose a squad if he doesn't retreat. There he goes, retreats. Ketten actually capping behind that wall there. Good move, but M8 is there as well as rifles, almost hitting that Ketten. Forced to retreat as it's on low on health. Repairs that armored car, gonna go for a left side push this time. And Tomitoma already has an AT gun out. That's going to counter the armored car very well. However, on the right side, there's these walls and bushes, so it's going to be a little hard to catch them out in the open. You'll have better luck with it on the left side, but... And he is moving the AT gun to the left side. And probably if the armored car goes to the right, he'll just send his armored car over there to deal with it. And here it goes. Oops, messed up my camera there. Armored car is on the right side. There's nothing to counter the armored car at the moment, so this is his time to do as much damage as possible, as there's engineer squad and a rifle squad here on the right side, and on the left the AT gun and M8 car are over there sitting on the left side. And here we go. Siberianplatoon now has Shreks out on the field, gonna counter that M8. If he can, I don't know if he can do a push, kill the AT gun and steal it for himself. That would help him out quite a bit. Here on the right side, actually capping with that Ketten from behind the wall. Armored car pushing out the units on the right side, and now he can reclaim that for himself. However, there's still squads in that building. Panzer Grenadier squad on the left side still trying to take on the armored car. Engineers now trying to replace it. One more hit could kill it, maybe two. Forced to retreat there, just too many squads, rifles, engineers and whatnot. Actually, another Panzer Grenadier squad coming in, trying to go push from the left. No, actually gonna go take him head on here on the right side. Almost killing one rifle squad. Actually, I think one more volley would have been deadly. And the fight continues on the left side. However, these Panzer Grenadiers are gonna have to retreat soon, as there's not much they can do against this size of a force. Here on the right side now, finally recapping what little he can. He does have two VPs. VP count is at 434, 25. Not too much to worry about this early into the game. We're going to do a quick time synchronization. 12, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. M8 armored car forcing any capping squads to retreat. Killing one guy. And now Siberianplatoon's pushing on the right. As you can see, he does have a hold here. Putting one squad in that building, as that's getting very annoying for any squads that go in there. Now decapping the plus 16 fuel once again, using that tactic. The Ketten's capping range can hide behind certain objects like this bush, and it's capping that from a safe distance so nothing can hit it from the north side. Tomitoma is now responding to that and moving the majority of his army to the right side to counter this. Siberianplatoon actually sending one squad to the left in hopes that he doesn't have any squads over here and could cut him off from the left side of the map. On the right side, M8 armored car moving in, doing a lot of damage to that armored car as it has 10 kills. Panzer Shrek's gonna try to move in and kill this M8, but it retreats to the safety of its bars